before I get into that, let me explain to you the next step, what changed my life forever. I bought that because that's what he was using. And what he was making with that was ridiculous. Like, he'd make these really awesome knives with almost perfect bevels. And I thought to myself, damn, okay, if he's doing it like this, I can do it as well. But the thing was, he had been making things for years. And him to take a shitty belt sander and to make something great out of it takes so much time and effort and skill. I thought that if I bought that belt sander, I was gonna make knives like him. Wrong. I bought that belt sander and I quickly realized that I wasn't getting anywhere with it at all. I realized that the belt sander wasn't even made for knife making, which, come on, should have thought about that. It was a struggle, but I made a couple of more knives out of that. Knives, again, inferior steel. So for 3 years, I used inferior steel that I actually stole from school. Yeah, me and my friend Dao, we just, in the workshop at school, we just take metal and just we dump in them in our pockets. The Trinity pockets were so huge, man. We would fit bars of steel in there, no problem. They were huge pockets. But yeah, so grade 10 was a fun year, please. And I'd make a couple of inferior knives, but then I started getting a little serious. I was like, all right, let's actually make a knife this time. So I did some research. Oh, wait, before I get into that, let me explain to you the next step, what changed my life forever. So I was in grade 11. As a grade 11 kid, didn't really know what to do with my life. I was failing all my subjects. Not one subject I was passing. It was ridiculous. I think I was just in this rebellious state. I just didn't want to do shit. And I was kind of depressed, I'm pretty sure. I just didn't want to do anything in school. I could do it. I could easily get straight A's if I wanted to. Now, I know that's a big brag, but guys, anything is possible when you put your mind to it. I just didn't want to do it. So that's that. During that time period, I had a falling out with one of my friends. I'm not gonna explain the whole thing, that's personal. But that happening, and we were selling our house as well, and I was failing school, and I didn't know what to do with my life. I went out one time, I walked in the park I went to all the time. I just sat down, I was on a call with Ben, and I was just thinking to myself, what the hell am I gonna do? I wanted to drop out and get a job. So I thought to myself, okay, if I don't know what I want to do yet, let me just think what I want to do. I know that's kind of stupid, but that's what I did. So I thought to myself, you know what, bro? I like making the knives. I'm good at making the knives. And I think if I put effort into it, I can make something really good out of it. So that's exactly what I did. After that moment, we hung up the call, went home, ate dinner, went to sleep. Went to school the next day, and instead of studying English, algebra and all that, I went on YouTube and just researched a ton of information on knife making as a career. And I stumbled upon Kalia Cummings, her video, Jeremy from Simple Little Life, Walter Sorrells, all those big YouTubers that you see. And I thought to myself, okay, this is actually pretty good. It actually works. People do this. And I thought to myself, is it gonna be a wise career choice? Because careers like this, even though you will get decent money out of it, depending on what kind of knife maker you are, if you're just a blacksmith making like 1 or 2 knives a month, it'll be like okay. But for the most part, you do this because you love it. You don't do knife making because you want to earn money. You do it because you want to provide to people your art, your work, your talent, your love. You don't do it for money. So it is important in this industry. You need money. It's not the end all be all when you're a knife maker. And so I thought to myself, okay, well, I do always, every time I earn money, I buy knives with it. I just love knives. So I thought to myself, you know what? Let's give this a shot. So it was a long shot. I decided that I'd start getting into it. So what I did was I posted on YouTube again. In 5 billion years, I finally posted on YouTube again. Return of Gillian Lynn Productions. And I started thinking to myself, you can go watch the video. It's on my YouTube playlist, actually. It's called My Channel Redirection and all that stuff, updates. And that's when I started off Rivera Edge. So I thought to myself, what on earth can I call my knife company business? And I thought, Should it be Gillian Edge? Should it be Grind Valley Knives? It was gonna be Grind Valley Knives, which was really bad, really dumb. Why would I was gonna call it Grind Valley Knives? That's like the most autistic name in the universe. I'm sorry, but that sucks. And I made 2 knives, actual knives, out of that 1x30 belt sander, the Ryobi. And fun story, when I was going through those 3 knives, I actually went through 3 of those belt sanders. I seized the motor on them because they were crappy belt sanders. They were bad. I seized the motor on like 3 of them. But luckily, I got it from Bunnings. Bunnings has a good return policy. I replaced it for free 2 times. So I'm on my 3rd belt sander right now. And up to this point, I haven't used it ever since I got my 2x70. And I also realized a mistake. I've been calling the Ryobi belt sander a 1x30. It's not a 1x30. It's a 4x30. Yeah. So whoops, my bad. That's what I used for my first 2 legit knives, and they were decent. You know, you guys know what they look like if you've been following me along. The green one with the black 2-tone blade, and the ones out of the saw blades. I was really excited when I made those 2, and that really showed me that, oh my god, I made this. And I posted on Facebook, and a bunch of people said, for your first actual knife, that's really good. And so I thought to myself, damn, okay, I can make it in this industry. If I keep this up, if I keep up my efforts, if I keep up my efforts in this, whole thing, I'm gonna make it. So that really motivated me, and I decided, I talked to my mom about my whole plan for the knife making thing, and this is when I got a really huge boost. So we were gonna sell our house, right? So I'm not gonna get too legal with this, but basically we all had our shares with the house. I had like 10K, not 10K, it was lower than that. It was like, I think it was around 10K, yeah. But I only spent 5K on tools. So basically what I did was, I was like, okay, we're gonna get money out of this house. I may as well use it to my advantage to boost my business. Because right now I'm still paying her back. Every time I make a knife, I give her money for it to help pay back what I got. And I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I did spend over 10K on this whole knife making stuff. If I remember exactly, I spent 10K, but my mom split it. So 5K was mine, and 5K was mine, 5K was hers. So I'm still paying her off 5K out of the 10K we spent, because that was like my share. So sorry, I confused you all. So yeah, and what I did with that was I bought a 2x72 belt sander, and I bought all the necessities for my workshop, the drill press, I did have a drill press. I bought it with the money I made from the invert stuff, but it was a really bad drill press. It was a Zito. It was like $100. Sucked. So yeah, I bought a drill press, tables, a bench vise, steel, belts, materials, all that stuff, and it was exciting. I was like, oh my god, okay, here we are. We have some progress. But yeah, it took a while to get all that stuff in, because when we sold our house, there was a good 5 months. There was a good solid 4 months that we didn't get the money because I had legal issues with the other side of the house. I already talked about this, but you guys know how that went. It was really shitty for me. So yeah, Rivera Edge, my dreams, it was set back 4 months because of some stupid legal shit. But throughout that time, I hate to say this, but I lost the drive. I lost the drive to get to it.